Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm doing another get ready with me plus commentary video. I usually didn't want to do like more than one per week or like one at a time, but like things keep happening in the beauty community and they're actually things that I feel like I can have relevant thoughts on. So I'm going to be chatting about the fact that Kat Von D no longer owns Kat Von D Beauty, and I'm also going to be using my ABH and Alyssa Edwards palette because I'm feeling some of these like blue and purple shades for my look today. Let me just get into it because I have limited time today. So Kat Von D announced yesterday that she has officially sold all of her shares of Kat Von D Beauty to her parent company, Kendo. For those of you who don't know, Kat Von D is very, well, she won't vaccinate her children. She is anti-Semitic. Her husband totally, he's totally not a Nazi. He just has a lot of swastika tattoos, and he's also a rape apologist. There's a whole Ready to Glare video I watched about that, and the whole situation is just like disturbing. He's just a disturbing person. So after all of that kind of came out, I didn't want to give her any more of my money, so I don't. But that was about, say, a year and a half, 2 years ago. I have come to realize in the past year that I have no sense of what time actually is in the beauty community. So I'm not gonna give an exact time because it always feels like things are so long ago and then it's like, oh, that was actually a month ago. So I'm not gonna do that. Even though I was a huge fan of her makeup, I stopped buying from her because I like to put my money where my morals are, and my morals were not with her brand, so I haven't really bought anything. And from what I've seen from a lot of people, it really does seem like the quality of her brand went downhill, that her heart didn't really seem like it was in makeup anymore, and that's one of the things that she cited in her Instagram post. And I've been just like reading different people's perspectives online ever since it happened because I'm like, what does this mean for her brand? What does that mean for the beauty community? Can I buy from her with a conscience now? And I think a lot of people are asking beauty gurus like, oh, do you feel okay buying from Kat Von D now? Kind of like my friend Lacey said on her Instagram story, because I saw this on her Insta and I thought it was very, very true. Beauty gurus aren't your moral compass. We can like try and make our own decisions, but we can't make your decisions for you. And I think that's very, very true. And that's a space that I'm kind of trying to navigate because I don't want to be anyone's moral compass, because Lord knows that I would be a very, very bad moral compass. But at the same time, I also recognize we're all in this space where we're trying to figure out like, okay, how do I do, the best I can in this lifetime that I am given? And so we sometimes look for people to guide us. And so that's kind of why I'm making this video, because I need to process this and I have my own thoughts, and I'm sure y'all have your thoughts. So one of the biggest questions I had previously was like, does this mean that she is going to be profiting off of this still? Kind of like how Lime Crime still has Doe Deer profiting off of things. And that's why I won't buy from Lime Crime, because like, even though she's not involved in the day-to-day, she's still, making money from the brand, and I'm not okay with that. I don't want to give my money to her. But apparently Kat Von D is no longer going to be making money off of the brand. They're technically rebranding to KVD Vegan Beauty, so they're not using her direct name, so they don't have to give her money or royalties. I don't quite know how I feel about that, because it still feels like it's her initials. So even if she's not getting money off of it, it's still kind of her name. But who knows, it could just stand for Kendo Vegan de Makeup. Kendo Vegan de Makeup Vegan Beauty. Did I mention it's vegan? Maybe that's what it stands for. I don't know. But I did hear someone say that, maybe they were doing that to make sure that, like, they don't have to throw out a bunch of products in the rebrand, because apparently the rebrand is, like, effective immediately. I don't know, y'all. This is so, like, it's a complicated situation, and that's why I'm making videos, because we're all trying to figure this out. Because I want to know what y'all think. Yeah, we're all trying to figure this out on our own, and I'm not going to be perfect. But I will say that I am still a bit uncomfortable given that it's like still using her initials, but I would appreciate it if the reason for doing that is like they don't want to have to throw out a bunch of stuff because, corporation, sustainability, all that stuff. Okay, I think the other reason that I'm really uncomfortable with it too is kind of like the same reason I'm uncomfortable with Chanel, because Chanel was a Nazi sympathizer. Well, I'm not even going to say Nazi sympathizer because I think In this day and age, you're either a Nazi or you're not. And it's not owned by her or her family anymore. In fact, it's owned by a Jewish person, so I don't know if, like, I mean, granted, I don't buy from Chanel because they're not cruelty-free either, but, you know, I'm very hesitant to buy from a brand that has that sort of history. It doesn't feel like it fits with what I stand for, you know? And it's fine, I don't mind if other people buy from them. Again, you know, I don't judge other people for the makeup they buy. It is a thing to think about. I need to grab something to wipe all of this off because this is having the most fallout. Almost as much fallout as Kat Von D's anti-vax scandal had. My Fitbit is telling me to get in a bunch of steps right now, and I feel personally attacked. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to work through, like, do I actually feel comfortable buying from them now? And the other thing is, too, since I haven't bought from Kat Von D in so long, because I kind of just, like, you know, I didn't even want to tempt myself with her stuff, because even though I used to really love it, you know, I didn't want to tempt myself into buying something that conflicts with my morals, so I never looked at what she's really released, like, you know, so I don't even know what's in her collection. So, like, when the news came out yesterday and I was thinking, like, okay, would I buy from her? I went and looked on, like, her section on Sephora, and I was like, oh wow, there's a lot of stuff here that I haven't even really known about, and a lot of it just still really didn't, like, it didn't appeal to me. And that's kind of sad considering how much I really used to love her makeup. By the way, I'm gonna, in honor of this video being made, I'm gonna use the Alchemist palette for my inner corner highlight. I didn't know what what makeup she's made recently. Now that I've looked, I'm like, okay, like, it's fine. I don't care, you know, and I feel like I should, but I don't, because I think that's the other thing. It's not just like, are you willing to support this brand? It's like, does this brand even make anything I would like anymore? Because, like, I've gone past, like, using her complexion products because my skin is dry and I don't wear foundation anymore, so, like, I don't need that. I've found, you know, Distinction Cosmetics for my brow products. It is my holy grail. I don't think I'm ever gonna even try anything else because it's so lovely. You know, I know what kind of eyeshadow formulas I really like. I know what palettes appeal to me, and I think the palette appeal has to go beyond just, like, I really like this brand, so I'm gonna buy whatever eyeshadow palettes come from it, because that was very much my mindset with Kat Von D, was like, I like her eyeshadow formula, so I'm gonna buy whatever eyeshadow palettes come from her. And now I'm a lot more discerning about that. I've found a lot of indie shadow brands that I really like. Her liquid lipsticks, you know, I still like them. I still like some of the colors, but they don't, you know, appeal to me like they used to, especially, again, because I found a lot more indie brands of things that I like. But by the way, I'm gonna try this Slayfire Cosmetics glitter because I think that would go super cute with this eye look. Especially since I'm on, like, my beauty budget and stuff. I don't need to make myself like things. I don't need to make myself want things. We don't need to be doing that. Like, yeah, if there was something from her, well, from that brand now, because I don't know who the owner of Kendo or the brand or anything is. Maybe, you know, if there is something that appeals to me, then I might, like, consider it. But I don't need to make myself like something just so I can try a brand that used to be my favorite. It doesn't make sense. Like, why would I buy makeup that I've kind of forced myself into liking just for the sake of retrying a brand I used to like? It doesn't make sense. Like, I found my NYX Epic ink liner for when I want to do eyeliner now. I'm very okay with, like, not really having anything of hers. Like, the Lolita palette vaguely appealed to me, but then I realized I have all of those colors in other eyeshadow palettes. The blushes are, like, cute, but I have other blushes that I like, and how many blushes can one person own? And they all actually look different, because I think after a certain point all blushes kind of look the same when you apply it to your skin. And she's just, like, not doing anything particularly innovative to me right now. I really liked the brand when I was first getting into makeup, but I've realized, like, there are so many other brands that kind of do similar things but fit my style a lot more. Like, I want to try Black Moon Cosmetics, I want to try Lunatic Cosmetic Labs. I think Melt has a similar-ish, like, cool and edgy vibe, which was what I was originally going for when I really looked at her stuff. And I've heard really good things about those brands and the quality of their products. I really like my Melt Muerte palette. I just don't feel that urge anymore, especially when I know that there are a lot of brands that don't have that history and don't have that baggage, and I can get similar products from, or even better products from. I am so much more inclined to buy from them. That's kind of my thought process, is like, I don't want to make myself want to buy something. That's kind of counterintuitive to how I'm trying to be this year. I don't need to make myself want things. You don't need to make yourself want things just for the sake of buying something from a brand. Don't you love this natural everyday look that I'm really going for? You know, I have some meetings at a church, you know, I just have to look very subtle. But yeah, like, because I think that's a huge thing that happened once I no longer wanted to buy things from her, is like I discovered so many other brands that I like even more, and so much other makeup and styles of makeup that I really like. After a certain point, her products just kind of became obsolete to me. Kind of like what I've said in my previous video about, like, you know, Too Faced's apology is the best way to determine, you know, if a brand or if a person has really changed. It's not just through like one big action that seems like a step in the right direction, but you do actually have to look at a pattern of behavior. And so with that, I would say that, you know, if the brand can keep up a good image, stay scandal-free, maybe even not be named KVD Beauty, keep some of the imaging, but like, you know, maybe change the name of it once they've gotten rid of all of their stock that says things like KVD on it, you know, then I might feel a lot more comfortable buying from them. Because the other thing is too, like, I hope they change some of the names of her products. Because in looking back, why on earth would I buy it from a brand with a lipstick called Underage Red? Why? Why? That is disgusting to me. Moral of the story is none of us are gonna navigate the situation perfectly. I always want to allow for grace for people to change, but I also, even though our government, you know, treats corporations as people, corporations aren't actually people. They have a lot more privilege than most of us regular old human beings. So I don't feel as though I need to extend that grace to corporations. Maybe I'll buy something from KVD Vegan Beauty if it like appeals to me, but I'm not gonna go out of my way, because why would I do that? That is not something that particularly appeals to me. Sorry, I'm just like checking out my eye look in the mirror because I feel like I look really, really cute. Okay, it is lip product time. I think this is what I was wearing the other day too. Fluid lip gloss in Dream House. I was wearing this in some sort of video. Now this is a brand that I'm gonna stand for 2020 because I really love Fluid's products. They're so, so lovely. They're a very good brand. Unproblematic, queer owned, smells really good, you know, all that good stuff. So let me know what you think about the rebrand of Kat Von D Beauty. Do you think you would buy stuff from the brand now that she is not making any money off of it? I'm genuinely curious because I don't know how I'm gonna go through this situation. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Yeah, just let me know what you think, and I promise you on Monday I'll get back to like a regular makeup video on like just straight up makeup, not really commentary stuff, because I do want to keep up doing my fun videos in addition to like my serious videos, because I think both can be really fun and it's all about balance. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you on my next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!